fucking car. This is your fault. This is your fault. Every last one. This is your fault. It is your fault. This is your fault. This is your fault.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick them.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
Biggest threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right.
I thought he should face this. Even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexican. I said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face.
When was the last time an actor or the president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
That's it right there. Pull it up.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take out tonight.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
But wait, there's more.
Joe, you now have the right to take that bitch Trump out. Take him out, Joe.
Just got out of the movies, and for a split second, I thought Donald Trump had been assassinated. And I thought to myself, this is the best fucking day of my life.
You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew-pew, and he missed! We were a second away! We were a centimeter away from half of the problem being gone, and you missed!
How do you miss that? We don't miss those. Come on, man.
I think we forgot to mention when we were asking for, someone to bring back assassinating presidents like they used to, we forgot to mention that they have to have good aim.
If Donald Trump wins, there are going to be a lot of angry people. I can't promise that there won't be some fighting. You're not going to want your family to be around for that fight. Because people will die. People will die.
You left-wing nut jobs. You can't win on merit, so you gotta do what? Try and kill the man? Really? It's a good thing y'all don't know how to shoot.
I am so tired of these diluted American brains that are listening to this theater script play out on television, telling them that reality is one thing, and they're not smart enough to step out their door and realize reality is completely different. We have the news telling us white supremacy is one of the biggest threats to our country. We have people telling us that the conservatives are the same as the neo you-know-whats. They have people saying that ultra MAGA is violent. They have people saying that Trump's trying to overthrow democracy. They have people saying that all of the violence and the civil unrest and the inflation and everything is conservative Trump fault. And I'm tired of it. If you aren't smart enough to step outside your door and look around and be like, all right, hold up. This theater that I'm watching inside isn't matching what's going on outside.
So I'm making this video about a half an hour after this just happened. Trump was shot at a rally, and it looks like it just grazed his ear, and he got up like the savage that he is, and he said fight, and he was talking to America. He was talking to Americans. I already see some of the left losing their mind that this was a failed attempt. This message is for you. He's gonna win now.
Imagine shooting a man with your life.